watching, and I'm showing off my shower here that I've put backerboard on the wall and just showing you guys how to prep it. We have a shower curb here, all made out of backerboard, 1/2 inch, and I put 2 screws in between every about 8 or 9 inches. There's a shower pan with quick pitch sticks in place, 3-piece drain flange. Shower pan liner is in between there. Make sure never to cut your shower pan liner anywhere. You always fold it. Some people make that big mistake of start cutting, thinking they could use maybe PVC glue or something. That defeats the purpose of the shower pan liner. What you see on the wall right there is thin set, and before I put the rest of my thin set down on all the cracks, I've used a fiberglass water resistant or moisture resistant tape. Usually comes in gray. I actually went to pick this up in at Home Depot. The guy assured me that it was fine to use this when I had to correct him, and this is used for drywall, and the glue in here, if it ever got wet, will start to break the tape down, and then you'll end up getting cracks. So I told him I need the water resistant one, the one that's great. He assured me everybody buys that one. Had about 3 guys there side with me and tell him what he was telling me was wrong, which I knew was wrong. But anyways, back to the shower pan, back to the backerboard installation. I have a niche here with LED lights running through the wall. Also another niche there. That hidden transformer and that switch right there controls those. Picked those up off eBay. They were outdoor deck lights, but I'll show you guys what they're like if you guys plan on doing these. You install them, if I can get this out. It's all wired up in there, so just showing you guys what that is, and just boarded out. Also, I got backerboard on the wall here. The other side of this is an outside vinyl, and then you got your outside. We're 2 stories up right now. Make sure if you guys are putting in a shower pan or all this backerboard and stuff that you secure your floor. What I did was use just a 1/4 inch backerboard all the way underneath, because we've added about 600 to 700 pounds that's going to go here. Before I add my glass door, that's probably another 200 pounds. So some people won't secure the floor with putting a backerboard underneath your floor, but because I'm upstairs, the 2-story level, that's a lot of weight going here. Just wanted to secure it better. So also extended my wall out here to account for the bigger shower that's coming into this place, because it was like a 34 by 34, and now we're going 48 by 34. So, so make sure to tape all your cracks, and where you got your backerboard screws in, make sure to buy at least about almost a 2-inch one and hit the studs. Also, if you guys are beginners and you're building a shower pan, make sure that your new shower door will have support behind this. So you're going to run 2x4s anywhere that the glass door is going to need mounting. And again, this video is just about giving you guys tips and tricks and stuff before you guys get started on this. Also, I moved my shower head that used to be over here, where the old unit used to be, and I ran out copper pipe and I soldered it all up and had it coming this way. It just made more sense, being that the shower is now longer, and it would be more comfortable having the shower sprayed on you, and you can actually back up if you wanted to, that full 48 inches. If you're making this for your first time, you don't have to smooth all this out because you're going to be tiling it. I'm going to run the tiles all the way up to the ceiling, give it a nicer look right there, and use some Schluter aluminum trim, brushed nickel matching the faucet and all that stuff that's going to go in. So again, Schluter trim on the edge there, instead of just using bullnose tiles or sawing them down. So that'll make it look real nice. Bullnose means that you have a tile that would go, like, say, on your shower curb, and at the edge, so it wasn't just cut from the factory with a 45-degree angle. That's actually shaved down at an angle. You could buy bullnose tiles, or you can bullnose them yourself with like maybe a side grinder or something. Look up some YouTube videos on that, how to bullnose tile. But I'm going to use a Schluter trim. If you don't know what Schluter trim is, they sell it in maybe 12, 15-foot strips, and it's like aluminum, and it comes in all different types of colors and whatnot. And you place it underneath your tile goes over it, and the Schluter trim gives it a nice sleek look on the edge, like aluminum brush nickel or trimming. Pretty much trimming is what it is. So some thin set, and I'm gonna butter my shower curb. That's why you see all this mesh over here, because I don't want any cracking. So I'm gonna butter this all up, just a thin layer of thin set, run that all over there and over every little screw hole. And after that, I'm gonna use some Red Guard, about 50 bucks for this tub. Put about 2 coats everywhere and 3 coats in the corners and over every hole. That is a waterproofing membrane that will guarantee that I do not get any leaks, even though water may penetrate through and behind my tile and my grout. Don't assume that because you got Hardiebacker board, that's waterproof. It's not waterproof. Dip a piece in water, if you got a little chunk of it, and put it in a cup and watch that water climb up and just drench that like a sponge. It takes about a couple days, but it'll do it. So that's why you see that 1/2 inch gap over here. If you're a beginner, make sure to leave about actually a 1 inch gap. Lift it up. You don't put your Hardiebacker board and embed it or touch it on that shower pan. If you do that, you're asking for trouble and your shower is gonna fail. Reason being is because water will penetrate, not may, will penetrate through your grout joints. Eventually, it may take 2 years, 3 years, maybe less. And then when water does hit that shower pan that you've built over here, it's gonna just wick up and suck that up like a sponge and get up in there, and then you're gonna have black mold. So save yourself all the trouble. Leave a 1 inch gap up above there. I promise you, you'll be doing yourself a hell of a favor. And we're gonna Red Guard this entire area all the way up to that 3-piece drain flange, so we don't have any issues, and make sure that it's done right. Difficult to cut a 1/2 inch
backer
tile.
board.
I actually made a video on it, and what I used to cut this perfect circle that I needed here, I've seen a lot of guys do some sloppy cuts and whatnot on YouTube, and it was just making me laugh. But what you do is use a jigsaw, and you can splash water on your jigsaw blade as you go. It'll dull out your blade, and you'll pretty much have a straight blade, but you can still cut. It took me about maybe 5 to 10 minutes to cut that perfect circle around, but and then you toss the blade out. But it's what, a 99-cent blade is worth getting that nice cut right there. For big pieces like this that were just completely straight, I used a wet saw. That seemed to work just fine. When I didn't want to run it all the way downstairs to my wet saw in the driveway, I actually used a
Circular saw.
with a cement cutting blade. They actually sell those, cost you about $10 to $15, and you put that on your circular saw, but it does the job. So hopefully you guys learned something from watching this video. Little tips and tricks and whatnot, that's all it was about. So if you learned one thing or two, give me a thumbs up. So thanks for watching.